We're going to look at how to use Google Hangouts Meets so you can meet with colleagues and share screens. You can live stream yourself or record lessons. So we're going to go to calendar.google.com because that's the only way you can get to two features of Google Hangouts Meets, recording and live streaming. So if I want to meet with a colleague, all I need to do is double click and create an event. So I'm going to ask Tonya to play with Google Hangouts with me. So first I need to add a title. Now I need to invite guests. And the part that's going to be really important is adding conferencing. So you're going to go down to this camera and add Google Hangouts Meet. And that's all you need to do if you're simply meeting with a colleague online. So I'm going to save it. And I'm going to send her the invite. And it's also going to be on her calendar. And it says it's starting at 10. And even though it's only 9 o'clock right now, that's okay. I can still click on it. I'm going to single click and join the Google Hangout. You can see you can also call in and put in a pin. And that way, if somebody doesn't have internet access, they can still call in by phone and join. But I'm going to join Hangouts Meet. And first, it's going to give you a little preview of yourself. Hello. And then I'm going to click Join Now. And so I'm the only one here right now. And hello. So I was going to share my screen with you.
All right.
So if I go down to the bottom, that little pop-up keeps popping up and then popping away. Okay. So I'm going to present now. And I'm going to present my entire screen. That seems to work best for me. And I'm going to click on this and click share. And so now Tonya should be able to see anything on my screen. And I'm going to click on a new tab. And we can look at some of those tech tips to see what might be helpful, like how to reset student passwords, Google Classroom updates. So we could talk about this. So you can hear me, correct? And I can hear you. So she's on this tab. The one with the little red dot is the one that she's on. If I want to go back and make eye contact, if I want to change the layout, I can change the layout and I can do a spotlight. That's going to be the screen big. That doesn't help when I'm presenting. That'll help more when she's presenting. But here I can change that layout. But anything I'm clicking on, so if I want to look at something in Google Drive, I can do that. And she can see my screen in real time. And if we're in the same document, we could both be collaborating too. So Tonya, do you want to take over now? So I don't need to hit anything, but you should be able to present. And this is not something you'd be able to do with students, but it is something you can do with staff. Perfect. And if I want to see your screen bigger, I'm going to change my layout and do spotlight. So all I can see is your screen. Yeah, and I can see you're presenting, now you've stopped, and now we can see each other. So this works, I think, super easy for colleagues to meet and plan together. They can see each other, hear each other, and share documents. Let's see, resume. Mine says resume presentation, but I can stop screen sharing. So when you stopped, it went back to me, and then I could choose to cancel or choose to continue. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Thank you. So to hang out, I'm going to leave my call, and now I'm done meeting with my colleague. So another way that you can use Google Hangouts Meet would be to record yourself or live stream yourself for your students. So let's say at 11 o'clock today, I want to read a book to my students. I'm going to use Google Hangouts Meet, and I'm also going to choose Add Live Stream. If I forget to add that option, I can edit my calendar event, come back and add it. And I could add a guest to do this with me, but I'm just going to do this myself right now and read a book. So when I'm ready to read my book to my students live, I'm going to click on this and join Hangouts Meet. Again, you're going to get a preview of yourself and you can join now. So there's a few things I want to do before I start streaming. I'm going to turn on closed captioning. It does make the book smaller and myself smaller, but it's kind of cool to have the text below. So that's an option. You can also click the 3 dots and record the meeting. And there's nobody else in my meeting that needs to consent. It's just me. So I'm going to say accept. And when this is all over, I'm going to get an email to the video link that's in my Google Drive so I could share that with students later. So before I start reading the book to my students, I'm going to say start streaming. Is everyone okay with streaming this? And again, it's just me. If I was meeting with colleagues and maybe all three of us want to read a book together for students, we could do that. But it's just me, so I'm going to hit start streaming. And now I can read my book, Snail Mail, about snails taking. So I can show it up. It's a little bit wonky. It's a little bit hard to do, but it's not completely difficult. But it would be a way I could read a book. I could also show something online. Maybe I can explain a website, or I could do a lesson for students. But I'm not getting any feedback. We will look at Zoom next week. But this is a pretty easy way that you can meet with a colleague. If you wanted to do any recording, you could do that. And then again, it also has the live stream option. And when I end this meeting, it'll just take a couple minutes to get the link to this video that I can then share with students that were not able to watch it live. Thank you.